In the name of Allah, a brief introduction about final prototype of Darmaan is here, which we made it finally in three parts: newsfeed, doctor's location, and doctor's profile. And here we are going to introduce each part. And the first part, we are going to introduce the newsfeed. Newsfeed is where we put and we enter the final medical news of our health society, our medical society here, and we want to improve and we want to develop our health uh, society by spreading the final and best news of health in our society and in our country. For example, we put such examples of news here, which we want to update every day, every week in the newsfeed. And when we go back to home, we have doctor's locations or doctor's map or medical map place. When we enter here, we have three parts of arch here: interior, obstetric, neural, and we can add more than these parts. For example, when we want to see for example, doctor interior number one, or someone, we put it someone else we put here by the name. For example, Dr. Samim, Dr. Samad, or someone else. When we click on its name, then here we find a set address in the Google map, or a map we provide, or we put here. For example, how much distance we have from his medical place and where it's located, and how much time we need to receive or arrive here, which you can see like that. When we go back to home again, we enter to doctor profile section. Doctor profile section is where we have also parts of arts here. For example, interior, mind arts, orthopedic, interior. For example, when we enter to doctor interior number one, or by the name, when we put his data, then we found his contact list, his email address, his phone, his work area phone number, and what's his name. Then we have here some buttons like appointment, address, information, records, and whom, that we can see or take appointment from here. For example, when we want to have appointment from Dr. Mustafa Rad, we click an appointment. Then here is the queue of his work, from which time to which time in a day, in daily, in every day he work. For example, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then in how much time he can see a patient constantly. For example, from 8 to 8:20, 8:20 to 8:40, and which time is not, which time is free, or on which time we are free to get his appointment. For example, I want 8:20 to 8:40 a.m. and here is the date, and I check it. Here is my phone number. I enter my phone number. Then here is doctor phone number, which is not cleanable or it is proved, we cannot change. And when we click on book, from where we said that we use from uh, M-Pesa system or money transfer, mobile transfer money system, from our phone number, as much money for appointment need was sent to doctor's account. Then we take this appointment, and without any further seeing of doctor, we can take very easily an appointment from doctor. Then we go back to previous page, and here we see information, or we can see more information about Dr. Mustafa Rad. We click here, and here is education background and his message, and here we have some tips for rating this doctor, and here is for all patients who see his surveys or his surveys, then he can read here. Then we go back, and here is records. Records is where that a patient can see in which time before he can see or go to the Dr. Mustafa Rad or have a visit time. For example, when we go to records, here we can select where was we see Dr. Mustafa Rad, and here is the dates, patient name, doctor name, and something like that. And if we want to see address of Dr. Mustafa Rad again, here is a button link. Then we click here, then he show his name here and distance where he was located, and it's something like that. And then we go to back home by this button, and here is our main page or our home page, which we made it. Hope it is enough for the first steps of our work. Inshallah, we have this hope and goal that we improve this application in immediate future or in recently future. And for this time, or for our first steps, we have such a overview of this application or goal for this application.